Здравейте, зрители на канала Nerd Zone. Аз съм Картача и това е поредното ми разиграване на играта Triangle Strategy. Вече мисля, че 10-то поредно се пада. Направо преминавам към него. Няма да се моткам. Да.
Serenoa, making a valiant stand in defense of the Rosellan village, slays Silvio Tellior. Word of their disobedience reaches the Holy One, who sends an army to conquer the heretics. With the enemy only a day's march from their doorstep, House Wolfort and the Roselle scramble to mount one last stand. Time is of the essence.
Така. Време е да видя точно как са разположени, нали, нещата в този чаптър. Първо да проверя дали нямам забравени бележки някакви. Има Register of the Roselle. Така. Quota met, failed to meet quota, given 3 lashes as a warning. Failed to even come close to meeting quota, given 5 lashes as a warning. Това е... обяснено е какво точно се случва, нали, там на солниците. Failed to meet quota for the third day in a row, given 10 lashes as a punishment. Rations and water reduced by 1/3. Failed to meet quota 10 days in a row. Poor physical condition. Fever shows no sign of breaking. Suspending rations. Replaced by 9-year-old boy. Нали, deceased. Failed to meet quota, given 3 lashes as a warning. Това описват в общи линии състоянието на някакви хора от Розел. И явно някой е умрял от болест. И защото са му спрели храната. A saintly seat left vacant. With Sorcely dead, there's no one to oversee the source. The people whisper amongst themselves that Lord Sereno of the House Wolfort will take the late saint's place among the 7. It isn't an unfounded rumor. The Roselle in the holy state of Hyzant. Hyzant keeps the Roselle imprisoned in the source, forcing them to harvest salt under backbreaking conditions. Believers of the teachings would never be subjected to such cruel, inhumane treatment. Okay. Encampment. I suspect your Lord Father knew this day would come. Oh, it looks like someone's ready for a class promotion. Кой е? Само двама са. Ами тя ще бъде най-малкото заради новите магии. Pillars of Fire.
I hope I did not disappoint.
Много е красива, между другото. Много я спрайт е супер красив. Взимам и един Quietus. Until next time! Welcome, my lord. Have you weapons that need the attention of my hammer? Ето го левел 2. Quality Timber increases the success rate of Ruffle Feathers. Ой. Ruffle Feathers е скила, който така и така доста често използвам при него. My forge is always here if you need it. Doesn't matter if you are a child or a soldier or some naughty noble. Haughty noble, предполагам, че раде. Everyone needs to eat well and everyone needs to sleep well. Got some stuff that needs taking care of if you're up to it. The Chaos Battle. Окей. Mock Battle. Хайде да видим. Defeat the enemy forces within 75 turns. Окей. Не мисля, че е толкова трудно. Обикновено тия мисии не са толкова трудни. Така, тук съм разпределен малко в средата. Въпрос е по какъв начин това ще се случи. Първо да видя кои са хората за мисията и после ще ги подредя както трябва. Select the units to deploy. Няма recommended. Като цяло тук са доста пръснати и магиосниците няма да са толкова полезни повечето от тях. Така че ще ги оставя настрани. Ти със сигурност ти няма как да свършиш работа. Пиколета със сигурност ще свърши много работа. Ще трябва да групирам единиците в някакъв момент. Мобилните единици са важни, така че ти можеш да останеш в страни. Сега ще пробвам така. Сега 12 от 12. Първо трябва да намеря как да ги групирам хората. Къде са ми концентрирани? Откъде тръгвам да изчистваме въпрос? Те са доста съперници са. Според мен е добре да ги групирам на две части. Първо, ето тук ще бъде... Макар и бавен, според мен ще влезе в употреба той доста. Може би ти си прекалено бавен. Не си. Ти си супер. Тук трябва да сме по-агресивни, така че ще сложа него. Точно така. Има трежър честове. Ана. Джило я извадих. Но Хусабара ще я сложа долу. Ти си идеална тука. Ти не си толкова идеален. Трябват ми силни единици долу. Ана е окей тука. Мисля, че мога пробвам. Като цяло би трябвало да ги изчистя без чак такъв проблем. Сега от тук вече трябва да сме на хай граунда, не трябва да сме на ниското. Добре. Мисля, че сме окей. Просто Серенола трябва да слезе после. Окей, добре. Мисля, че мога проме. Treasure chests are scattered about the battlefield. Stand next to a chest to open it. Добре. Има 5 кутии. Some items found in chests can be used during the battle. Окей. Commence the battle, yes. Трябва да пробваме. Това може да е по-трудно. 75 хода не са толкова много. Трябват ми хора, които нанасят демидж, а не всичките ми са такива хора.
Let us pry out their weakness.
Трябва да започна да ги консолидирам.
Let us steel our defenses.
Aye, I'll keep on then.
Your orders?
Това в гръб ли се води? 135? Не, не е по-добро. Трябваше да почна с пойзана. Като цяло. Защото сега мога мисна. Или пък не. Мога и да не мисна. Ой, някакъв стап на 18 лева.
Take that! Yes!
Това е opportune attack.
Away with
Флашен стил,
you!
pushback.
Yes!
Идеално.
This battle is ours. This ends now!
Добре.
Now it's my turn.
Хусабара. Large HP recovery. Да, в гръб. Очаква го.
From where shall we strike?
Hog dive.
Death from above!
То ще има интересно решение за ход.
Lightning!
Shadow Switching е чудесно. В кавички. Тия двамата имат много трудна задача. Second sight.
I've been waiting for this.
Ти трябва да го довършиш вече, не. Рамфол не, за жалост.
Away! Hurts, don't it?
Over here!
Ай. Поносимо.
Strike while the iron's hot.
Here goes.
Not on my watch.
I will follow you faithfully till the end.
Ой, проволк. Това е много интересно. Сега не мога да си каствам магиите. Shadow Switching е лошо, защото това е mobility. Окей, но пък няма значение, защото той вече е там. Проволк. Малко грубо.
Lionel has arrived.
Lionel мога го ползвам, за да отвори ковчега. Ranged Firestone. Не им сега този какво ще направи. Да, това е зле. Скорч не е идеално. Разбиха ми редиците тия пичаги. Това е нещо, което не очаквах въобще.
Sloppy.
Нещо, което въобще не
For the
очаквах.
future of House Wolford.
Time to work.
What the fuck? Ще остана на половин кръв, на едно кръв е останало, да. 87 минус 43 е това, да, фак. Ами... Какво да ви кажа? Човек сам си е най-големия враг.
Brace yourself! For my kingdom!
This battle is ours. Take aim.
What have we here?
Може би постъпих
Leave
грешно.
everything to me. Was nice knowing you.
Have another!
I'm old, not a
I love
pushover.
the battlefield.
Poison Stab, лошо. Вау. Грубички са. Ти имаш и мобилити, нали?
Let the show begin! Yeah! Hey! Such fun!
Аре, моля те, не оттам, бе, братле. Много е тъп този декой понякога. Този декой е много прост. Макар, че може би, сега като са му направили... А той има и Mobility и Fury, окей. Да, окей.
Time to take action. Here goes.
Мист.
You're open.
Супер. Poison Stab. Проволк е окей, защото това така и така ще... Това е което ще да направя. Fury е окей. Той е в гръб. Май не, страна е май, не е в гръб.
I'm a fool.
Now then. Absolutely wonderful.
You cannot impede progress.
Inciting Whispers е най-вече е време да сработи на този етап. Вече е време да сработи. Temptation идеално, окей. Най-после беше време да сработи това. Добре. Това е ужасно. Това е много меко казано ужасно. За жалост съм безсилен да направя нещо с това Фюри. Тук героите за близък бой явно значат. За жалост ти си долу. Лошо, Хусабара в гръб. Да, това беше моя грешка.
We're not done here. Now's my chance.
Не мога да губя ходове. За жалост тук не мога да направя Hulk Dive. Единственият ми шанс е да направя Ice Stone или нещо такова.
Not so fast.
Просто да не го изгубя. За да не го изгубя.
Goodbye! I admit it. I'm on my back foot. Hey! Yeah!
You're wide open!
Fury, Mobility. Мъртъв е и той 100%.
I can help more than ever now.
Нарв научи Скорч. Темпт. Poison Stap е идеално.
Ready or not, here I come!
Идеално е.
Here! What have we here? I've still got
Super.
lots to learn!
Нарв.
Grandfather.
Time to take action.
Добре, да много убие сега.
Come on!
Окей, това е окей. Може би ще да е по-добре да не гърба, но... Защото не съм сигурен. Ама нямаше понесе по-малко демидж. Со повече демидж, де.
You cannot impede progress. Yeah!
Така. Пиколета избегна атаката.
Let us pry out their weakness.
Now.
Preparation is key.
Bit of a bind, this.
Имам достатъчно от тия камъчета. Тия малките пелетки. Така че ги използвам. Привет, Наско. Плюс това малките пелетки ми дадат XP. Ана. Ана е идеална. Slumber Stab. Deal physical damage to an enemy and have a chance to put them to sleep. Идеално. Throw poison. Смърт за него. Slumber Stab е още по-идеално. За жалост не го приспа. Сега той ще дойде в гърба ми, естествено. Нямаш как да избегна това. Нямаш как да избегна това. То се унищожи. Поне взех предмета, което си е полезен ход само по себе си. Така, излекувах се от имобилитето. Shadow Switching.
Take aim.
Immobility. Tempt.
I'll do my best.
Изкусене. Отново, но... Декой.
Whoopsie.
I'll take it from here.
Два хода. Shadow Switching и Mobility, ужасно. Декой си Mobility е по-безполезен от всичко на света.
Push on through.
Спринт. Повишен мувмент. Не виждам много от това. Стигна до този ковчег.
I will end this.
С Ерадор. 119 на тази атака. Тази колко му е Silver Dagger? 119, окей. Добре. Няма нужда да се качвам горе. Slumber Stab обаче. Има нужда да пробвам. Ой, Sleep, идеално.
I feel stronger already.
Come on then.
Тридесет хода.
You cannot impede progress.
И трябва да го набием без проблем.
Your fortune wanes.
Allow me. I see a path to victory.
Добре.
What would father do?
Father will do something, I guess. Така, то ще атакува естествено. Това е идеята до някъде. Нека атакува. Трябва ми хай граунда, Great Ball обаче.
This ends now. This battle is won.
If Lionel may. Lionel's coin purse grows heavier.
I'll take it from here.
Сега ще го събудим.
Perfect.
You're open.
По всяка вероятност.
I'll do my best.
Просто ще го довърша.
How's this?
23 хода, окей. И Mobility. Болтос, между другото, имам. Ха! Идеално.
I will end this.
Ана. Dead From above. Идва смъртта. Пичага. Be brave на пиколета.
What are you and your cups about?
Oh, better now.
Trekking for TP.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Стискам палци да мога да взема ковчега.
Come at me!
Looks like I'm up.
Проблема е, че трябва да касна нещо и да се придвижа. Защо трябва да касна и да се придвижа? За да не му дойде хода пак. Защото дойде ли му хода, това ще ми изде ходове на мен.
The situation is grim.
I won't give in.
Приближаваме се към смъртта на ония пичага, но... И мобилити, за жалост... То декой съществува.
Hold your applause.
Time to work.
Алчността си алчност.
Strike while the iron's hot. I'll hold fast here.
You have my thanks.
Очаквано. Добре, че умря декоя.
Come on, then. No slacking off.
That's much better.
8
Let us
хода.
pry out their weakness.
Open. Сега вече съм свободен да го убивам. По принцип.
I've been waiting for this.
Ми да, Ерадор няма кой знае какво да направи. Освен онди атак на някой от горните хора. Той пък сам на себе си ги прави тия неща, така че няма какво да направи Ерадор. Добре, стискам палци Сереноа да има достатъчно дистанция, за да го убие. Има. Ой. Супер. Ами добре. Доволна битка. Don't be a stranger. Hello. Welcome, my lord. Quality Iron ми трябва. Я да видим дали ще мога да ги закупя тия материали, които ми трябват. Ако въобще е възможно да се закупуват. Quality Iron е нещо, което ми трябва за Сереноа, за жалост май нямам в момента достатъчно. Йъп, 4 от 6 не е идеално. Blazing Chains и Scorch, Quality Fiber нямам за жалост. Джила със сигурност нямам. Ана. Не са нещата, които искам да апгрейдна като цяло. Добре. Frosty Feathers. Интересно ми е, Сереноа. Да, това е, защото му е първа магия от този ранг. Разбирам. Ти като ти е първа магия, Quality Fiber 1 нямаш. Окей. Добре. Ти ще можеш да направиш. Ама ти пък не си апгрейднат до този левел. Ти също не си апгрейднат до този левел. Ти също не си апгрейднат до този левел. Окей. Опс, пиколета. Тя също не е. Добре, мога да карам по едно нещо да апгрейдвам от тия другите герои. Лък, не. Айде да видим Health Points за Сереноа. Quality Iron и тук иска не, вече няма никакъв шанс. Physical Defense. Fiber. Ана. Stony Iron. Accuracy. Това е много важно. Хусабара. Defense. Роланд. Increases luck at max health points. Нека да вземем това, окей. Определено ми харесва ситуацията. Я им. Анна, какво ще каже? Character moment.
Looking worse for wear, Anna. Long scouting missions sure ain't easy.
Easy or not, I do what duty demands. Do you need something?
No. Just reckon Benedict must be relieved you're back safe and sound.
Must he?
Course. After all, he treats you like his own daughter. Don't know any parent what wouldn't worry over their child. And he's got extra cause to fret, with all the dangerous work he gives you.
Oh? It never crossed my mind. Benedict trusts me. That's all I've ever needed.
That's so.
Do all parents by blood show concern for their children?
Wondering about yours, are you?
That's none of your concern.
I still remember how you insisted on being a scout, soon as you were old enough. You wouldn't say why, but any fool could guess it was to find out more regarding your parents. This works well suited to that sort of thing.
Yet Benedict refused me.
And he was wise to do so. It ain't a job for an amateur. Guess he hadn't anticipated you'd trained under Archibald.
I earned his respect when he saw what I could do. The means don't matter. Only the results.
Ана е убийца на партито, между другото, ако не знаете. Ана е наемният убиец на партито.
I have grave news, sir. The enemy has captured one of our scouts. I know our soldiers aren't broken easily, but given enough time in the enemy's hands...
And here we are, severely short-handed. I shall call a war council, so our approach may be reconsidered.
The scout has been rescued and returned safely home.
Already? That was far sooner than I anticipated.
I hope my actions were not out of line.
No, no. Well done, Anna. I don't know where I'd be without you.
Nor are you.
Can't thank you enough for leaping to my scout's rescue, while Benedict was still pondering what to do. I'd pay good coin just to see that look on his face again. So, think you'll find your parents? Not trying to dissuade you from looking, mind. I'm only being nosy.
Dissuade? Is there something you've not told me?
What would I know that you don't? Just take care you don't end up regretting it.
I'm this close. I can feel it.
Не знаеш дали би имал доверен човек като Ана? Зависи. Ако чувстваш, че го разбираш, може би да. Аз лично не съвсем чувствам, че я разбирам. Но видно е на наша страна, така че няма да го овъртинквам.
So that's the size of it. House Wolford has gone to such great lengths for us.
It was our decision and ours alone. Your people brought nothing upon us.
It is as Serenoa says. We are happy to do all that we can to protect you.
Forgive me, Lady Frederica, but your mother was Lady Orlea, was she not? You came to our rescue just as she did. I cannot help but feel 'twas fated to be so.
You knew my mother?
Where did you hear of this, Jerome? I've told you not a whit about her.
I overheard whispers between my mother and father long ago. Why would the elders labor to keep such information secret?
Well, truth be told, we feared being persecuted anew.
And so your greatest fears have come true. Pray, hide no longer, and tell Lady Frederica what you know.
You know the history of Hyzant's oppression of the Roselle, yes? Then you know of the Rosellan revolt that occurred 30 years ago. Your mother, Lady Orlea, led that uprising at the source. She led us to freedom from Hyzant's rule, here, to the Wolford domain. She was a woman of great courage. She even left a sizable gash upon the goddess's statue as we departed.
The statue that stands tall in the source. I've never heard tell of this gash.
I reckon not. Hyzant would never admit to such a thing. But we, Roselle, know the truth.
I had no idea my mother was involved with the revolt, let alone led it.
And it was my father who gave them this land to settle.
That he did. Lady Orlea, for her part, vowed to fight on, to liberate those who remained in Hyzant. The rest of us, battered and bruised in the escape, parted ways with her, and remained here to live out our days in peace.
And so she eventually found her way to Esfrost, where she was taken in. I thank you for sharing such a wonderful chapter of my mother's history.
I hear she rallied the people to her cause with these words. The Holy State's teachings are false. The goddess's blessing spread across all Norzelia. The blessing of the true goddess. The blessing that shall be the key to the chains that bind our people.
How much of this have you heard?
Hold. I beg you, recite those words once more.
The holy state's teachings are false. The goddess's blessings spread across all Norzelia. The blessing of the true goddess. The blessing that shall be the key to the chains that bind our people.
So there exists a key that gives the lie to the goddess's teachings. With that in hand, we can yet confront Hyzant.
Pray tell, good elder. What might it look like?
Alas, I fear I do not know.
I know not to what they were referring, but my parents always said Lady Orlea left it in this village.
Then the key is here. Jerome, please. We would speak with your parents at once.
I'm afraid that's not possible. They both passed many moons ago.
We must find this key, Lord Serenoa. I know it sounds like a fool's errand, but I feel we have no other choice.
I agree. 'Tis a slight hope, but hope nonetheless. Let the search begin.
We know the key is in the village, though precisely what form it takes still eludes us. I need more information. If the key does indeed remain in the village, I will find it. I must. Привет, Митко. Whenever I look at my children, I am reminded that we cannot bow to Hyzant's demands. Okay. A good reminder. I know we mean to search the village, but what are we searching for? What was Mother trying to say, Serenoa? We have to find that key. Розеусел. We should seek out one who knows the legend of the Roselle. That will be our best chance at finding the key. Anything special? Well, there is a pelt in Jerome's abode that his parents were quite fond of. Пелт е кожа. Silver ще може да се апгрейд на армията, окей. What are you looking for, sir? Is it a treasure? И нашите отговори, чат, в които вие също може да се включите, са Why yes, I'm on a treasure hunt. And you? Are you playing hide and seek? Втория ми вариант е I'm looking for something that could help everyone in the village. I'm sorry we are causing such a commotion. И последният ми отговор е I hear there's something incredible hidden in this village. Do you know anything about it? Нали, детето му пита съкровище ли търсите, сър? И аз му казвам, значи отговорите ми трите в превод са да, аз търся съкровище, а ти, нали, на криеница ли си играеш? Второто нещо е, нали, търся нещо, което може да помогне на всички в селото. Съжалявам, че вдигам такъв шум. И третото е, да, чувам, че има нещо невероятно скрито в това село. Знаеш ли нещо за него? Така че чат, отговори 1, 2 или 3. Аз бих казал 3, това е моят отговор. Но чакам и вас за отговори. Както винаги всеки епизод ще припомня правилата, всички заедно гласуваме с по един глас всеки и гласа така, избора събрал най-много гласове печели, като избора, който ако има два избора с еднакъв глас, не ми с еднаква тежест, хвърлям заровете И заровете могат да покажат всеки от трите отговора, не само тия двата, които имат най-много тежест. Така че имаме изгода да стигнем до някакъв консенсус. Митко казва едно. Малко по... такъв... може ли пак да ги прочетеш? Първия отговор е Why yes, I'm on a treasure hunt. And you? Are you playing hide and seek? Нали, това е първия отговор. Втория отговор е I'm looking for something that could help everyone in the village. I'm sorry we are causing such a commotion. И третия отговор е I hear there is something incredible here in this village. Do you know anything about it? Това са трите отговора. Моя е 3, ти казваш едно, ако правилно разбирам. Наско казва 3. 2 на 1 гласа за сега. Ще чакам още 20 на 30 секунди, ако някой иска да гласува. 2 казва Psycho Man Bull. Учтивия отговор. Привети на теб, Сайко. Добре, 3 събират 2 гласа спрямо другите по 1, така че избираме 3. It's a secret, but if you promise not to tell anyone... It's hidden in my desk drawer. I call it my sweets store, and I'm going to eat it all when nobody's looking. Is that so? Well, thank you for telling me. You have my word that I shan't tell anyone. That I shan't tell another soul, по-скоро. Mommy and Daddy are really upset. I'm scared. The Roselle have a long dark history of being oppressed, and I reckon they're none too happy about outsiders like us reminding them of it. По-скоро. Винаги му смутавам приказките на Ерадор, като се опитам да го имитирам. You're looking for something old? I seem to recall seeing a rather old-looking mirror behind the elder's house. It was quite brilliant all those years ago, but I'm sure it was rusted over by... It's rusted over by now. Никой не го очакваше това. Аз лично не го очаквах, честно казано. Но има лойка. Като цяло се потвърждава приказката за децата в RPG-тата, че са сложени там само за да ти дадат безполезен диалог. Is the legend so old it's being forgotten? Or is someone keeping something from us? They leave us no choice but to append the village in our search. I cling to the thought that Lady Orlea's last great hope for us lay in the very village. I wish it to be true from the bottom of my heart. Something special in the village? If what you seek is old, the elder may know of it. Sure. Обиждаме старейшината. Whenever I look at my children, I am reminded that we cannot bow to Hyzan's demands. Котенцето отново. Така. Къща. Я да видим какво има в къщата. Има нещо тука. I've never seen a pelt this color before. Perhaps this is the one Jerome's parent took such liking to. Perhaps this pelt is the key that will show us the way forward. The pink pelt. A pink-furred animal hide that once adorned Jerome's home. He kept it as a memento of his late parents. Нямам идея. There are a number of objects within the village that could qualify as the key we are looking for. Много полезно. Anything special or unusual in the village? Not that I've heard of. We just want to live our lives. Why must we be chased to the ends of the earth? You did this? This is all your fault. Казва той. И моите отговори могат да бъдат I feel your pain, but I only need know if Lady Orlea left anything behind. It may help us achieve peace. Вторият ми отговор е not so. We are all confronting the results of the Rosellen uprising from 30 years ago. Мога да му върна обвинението. Или третия отговор е you will never know how sorry I am that we could not protect you. I beg you, gather your things and go. Трите ми отговора са, нали, споделям болката ви, но трябва да знам дали Лейди Орлея е оставила нещо зад себе си. То може да ни помогне да постигнем мира. Втория не е вярно. Ние се конфронтираме всички с резултатите от Розелския бунт от преди 30 години. И третия вариант е не знаете колко ми тежи, нали, че не можахме да ви защитим, но ви се моля, съберете си нещата и си тръгвайте. За мен отговор едно е правилният отговор в случая, поне за това, което аз усещам чисто като как се развива кампанията. Наско казва 2. Тук си мисля дали да не е първото вето, което да наложа, като цяло директно избера едно без избора на хората, но няма да го направя. Ще влезем в духа на играта, ще се посъветваме за избора в случая. Моят отговор е 1, Наскови е 2. Как да го пратим да си ходи? Не съм сигурен. Аз не съм сигурен, че той ще си тръгне реално. По-скоро отговора ми се вижда безмислено грубиянски. Иначе, да, отговора, който е за пращането да си ходи е You will never know how sorry I am that we could not protect you. I beg you, gather your things and go. Сайкомен Бул казва 1. Мико казва 3. Интересно е, че на практика моя глас решава последните два избора какво да се случи, защото вие тримата в чата имате изрядно различни отговори. Това е много интересно. Това е много интересно като явление. До сега обикновено не е точно така. Наговорили сме се. Тримата предлагате различната перспектива Morality, Utility и Freedom. All I know is that we'll never go back to the life we had before. I wish you luck in your search for trinkets. Pray do not lose hope. The road ahead is arduous, but we must remain strong. House Ulford will do all it can for you, казва Сереноа. You've taken all my venom, and still you show me kindness. Forgive me, truly, for I have misjudged you. I must think on what I can do to prepare. Това Джеронката ли беше? А не, Розелън някакъв. Като цяло Джером не ни е в партито, което е интересно, въпреки че предната мисия беше с нас. Много интересно е. Чудя се дали Джером по някакъв начин ще влезе като постоянна част от партито, защото предния път беше доста полезен. Тук имаше нещо. Окей. It's an old rusty mirror. Yes, that's the one. Pray wait a moment, I'll polish it for you. There, isn't it beautiful? My word, the designs in the mirror are exquisite. I had no idea the rust hid such a splendor. Perhaps this mirror is the key that will show us the way forward? The pink mirror. An old mirror found in the Rosellan village. It was covered in rust, but careful polish revealed vivid pink pattern underneath. Много интересно. I suppose the pink pelt Jerome's parents were so fond of is rather special. We should seek out who knows the legend of the Roselle. That will be our best chance to find the key. Добре. Сега къде е старейшината е въпроса? И къде са сладкищите на хлапето? Представете ли да има нещо важно там? Oh fuck. Натиснах стълбата вместо хлапето. Good luck looking for treasures, good sir. I hope you find it. I hope I find it as well. I hope I find it either, по-скоро. The Roselle have a long dark history of being oppressed или нещо такова. Джером. Хлапето каза, че има сладки някъде, ама не мога ги намеря къде са. Въпросът е дали въобще ми трябва. Изпускам ли нещо е въпроса? Аха, да, изпускам тука. Жър кристал. Тотално изпускам тука. Я да видим какво ще каже кмета. I know nothing of any key, and you'll find nothing of any import in my home. We took such great pains to flee the source, yet our past continues to haunt us. Perhaps we are tainted after all. Ей, Ириней, привет. Добре, намерих две неща, които може би са ключа към нещо. Въпросът е към какво са ключ тия две неща. Не ми се струва като да съм готов с търсенето. Добре, има две къщи в това село, видно. В смисъл, две места, които мога да вляза в тях. Аха, examine. Perhaps this mirror is the key that will show us the way forward. Окей, не. Добър ден, ден бест. Някъде тук видях примигване. Или греша. No, ма кеф израза there are number of objects. Zero is a number as well. Карти, пичага, множествено число. Карти. Карта е остатъчна команда от книгите игри, която не махам, защото ми влезе в употреба и следващ път. Ами аз се чувствам готов с Exploration и нека пробваме. Каквото и да ме отведе.
Elder, for the sake of the Roselle, I've come to speak with you about the key.
Lord Serenoa, I am not one to speak in metaphor and code. I bid you tell me precisely what it is you seek.
Явно има и трето нещо, което не сме разкрили. Мамка му. Offer the pink mirror.
Do you think this pink mirror could be the key?
My word.
The pink pattern suggests this mirror is quite old. Might it be an item mentioned in Rosellan legend?
I never thought I'd see this again. It was a gift from my late wife. I scarcely recognized it without all the rust.
Might this be the key?
No, I can't say it is. But you'll never know how grateful I am that you found it.
So that wasn't the key. Perhaps I should ask the Elder about something else.
Ask about something else. Имам само две неща за жалост, третото го няма. Offer the pink pelt. Ако трябва пак ще се връщам да търся, мамка му.
Might this pink pelt be the key?
Ah, the pelt of a pink boar. I suppose you haven't encountered them near the castle or the harbor. But they are all around us here.
Ah, my mistake.
I am just an old man, Lord Cyrano. I assure you I know nothing of this key.
I've shown the Elder everything I have. I suppose whatever might lead me to the key has eluded my grasp.
Буквално сега ме карат да искам да ресна, мамка му.
The sun rises.
And we've got nothing to show for it.
Определено ще ресна. The end? Окей, тук е края. It appears you are unable to find the important key. Try searching again. Окей, това е много интересно. Тук директно играта ми казва не, братле. Трябва да ти ключа. Ой, това ме кефи. Това определено ме кефи. Това определено ми хареса. Така, тук ми трябва и вашата помощ, чат. Трябва ми и вашата помощ.
So that's the size of it. House Wolford has gone to such great lengths for us.
Може би ни трябва друг диалог с хората. Дали сте полезни, ако сте изпуснали предишно разигране? Всяко наблюдение може да бъде полезно в тази ситуация. Сега ще пробвам различни избори този път по мое усмотрение, колкото да съм по-бърз. Кой дет не е искал да се мръдне? Дядката? Да, той казва за огледалото, за пелта ми казаха. Наистина мога да е старейшината. Сега ще го тормозя. Ажър кристал. Може би то кристал трябва да го покажа на някого сега? Ой, това беше малко трудно за кликане. Може би ако му споделя първо за огледалото. На старейшинко. Не. Той наистина вярва, че няма информация. Айде да съм по-груб. Serenos Conviction has threatened. Само защото минах по стълбата. Явно. Да знам. Странно е. Къде мога да е последен предмет? Нямам никакво желание да поглеждам гайдове и глупости. Може би факлите нещо? Какво? А, не, това е стълбата. Трябва да потърсим някой, който знае легендите. Въпросът е, че чичкото не иска да ми ги каже нещо. Минах по всички стълби. Не е в това отговора. Не е шокиращо, но... Може би отговор е в отговорите на някои от тия хора, каквото им кажеш, да им дадеш някакъв отговор, който да ги накара да си кажат нещо. Евентуално. Чува се дали да погледна в един гайд, който имам да ми даде отговор, тъй като не ми се ресва за трети път. Аз не намирам натурално варианта в момента, просто не мисля, че се приближавам до целта. Просто не се чувствам, че се приближавам. Дано не е някакъв бъг. Защото ако е бъг, ще е грубо. Aha! I know I should be looking at the elder's home, but he will never grant me access to it. It pains me to ask you this, but might you be able to draw him out of his house for a moment? Ordinarily, I would not stand for deceiving an old man, but I agree that this may be our only chance we get. А той защо би крил, бе? Бах ти скъпаняка. Elder, forgive me, but may I speak with you outside for a moment? An audience outside with Lady Frederica? To what do I owe the honor? And what would you ask of me? I'm afraid I have none to tell, my dear. I endeavor to forget the past. You endeavor to forget Shamari. A box hidden beneath the rug. It would seem the elder did have something to hide. Очаквано, окей. Хималайска сол е това, гарантирам ви. Perhaps this rock is the key that will show us the way forward. The pink rock. Okay. If there are any stories you remember of days gone by, I should love to hear them. Anything at all will do. End exploration. Оправихме се в крайна сметка.
Elder, for the sake of the Roselle, I've come to speak with you about the key.
Не бе, не се бам, най-вероятно хималайска сол, човек.
Lord Serenoa, I am not one to speak in metaphor and code. I bid you tell me precisely what it is you seek.
То не е хималайска, защото няма Хималай тук, ама... Offer the pink rock.
Could this pink rock be the key?
Where did you find that?
So it is the key. What do you know of it?
Clearly I can deceive you no longer. I shall tell you everything.
What is this strange pink rock?
A simple taste shall tell you all you need to know.
My word, it tastes of salt. No, it is salt.
Truly, a rock of salt.
Indeed, it is. And the story behind it is a long one. This crystal before you was brought here by Lady Orlear.
My mother brought this?
And you knew of this the whole time, Elder?
Yes, but the seeds of conflict ought not to be left in the sun where they are apt to grow. That was our decision.
Are there any other crystals like this?
There are. Lady Orlear spoke of a repository rife with salt hidden somewhere in Norzelia.
And where might that somewhere be?
Unfortunately, I do not know. And I fear the knowledge passed with Lady Orlea herself.
Do you know anything about this, Lady Frederica? Anything at all? Did your mother ever mention these crystals to you before? It is imperative that you remember.
I apologize, but this is my first time hearing of them as well.
Calm yourself, Benedict. You're scaring the lass.
Calm myself? The very existence of this crystal changes the nature of our realm as we know it. If you have ever wondered why Hyzant oppresses the Roselle or confines them to the source, this is your answer.
So they did it all to hide the existence of the repository and monopolize salt.
And not just that. Anyone who finds that repository could reign over all Norzelia.
Would it really have so great an influence?
Salt is a divine boon, a gift from the goddess to her true believers. It is one of Hyzant's fundamental beliefs, one that, due to their monopoly on both salt and the source, has appeared true all these years. But no longer. With this crystal alone, we can prove their doctrine false.
Revealing their absolute teachings to be mere fabrications would shake Hyzant to its very core.
There may be hope for us yet.
A report, my lord. Hyzant's army is on the horizon.
Lord Serenoa, if you would, I should like to be the one to speak to them.
Of course, Benedict. I leave the matter in your capable hands.
Тук Бенедикт може да извади оръжието, с което разполага, политическата си мощ. The next morning.
Lord Serenoa, how unfortunate it is for us to meet under such circumstances. But for disobeying the Holy One's order, I must strike you down.
Before that, Minister Exham, there is something we wish to show you.
It is a mere fragment of something we have discovered in this village. It is a crystal made entirely of salt.
What madness is this you speak? This is salt, indeed. But how is this possible?
It appears to have been passed down among the Roselle, and in a quantity large enough to rival the source.
Unbelievable.
Perhaps so, but we have proof. Salt can be found in places other than the sacred grounds beneath the goddess's feet. I am certain the implications do not escape you.
What is it that you want?
An audience with the Holy One, and a guarantee of safety for us and everyone in this village.
It would be a waste to dispose of both the crystal and House Wolford here. Very well then. I shall secure you an audience with the Holy One. And you have my word that the village will be safe from harm.
Thank you, Minister.
Oh, how I wish I could see the Holy One's face contorted so.
Huh.
We owe our lives to this. A crystal of salt. Or salt crystal, shall we call it?
The Holy State's teachings are false. The goddess's blessings spread across all Norzelia. The blessings of the true goddess. The blessing that shall be the key to the chains that bind our people.
Can you imagine if crystals like this were hidden beneath the surface of Norzelia?
I cannot imagine Hyzant being blind to their existence. Salt is the lifeblood of their nation.
Agreed. Which leads me to believe that they have relentlessly oppressed the Roselle to hide it.
You intend to negotiate with the Holy One, then?
Correct. This time, we shan't fail. Not with this salt crystal in our hands. Hyzant will swear its support to us.
If their teachings are truly false, could you not ask them to free the Roselle at the source?
That is a risk we cannot afford to take. Our first priority is rebuilding Wolfort. Without it, we cannot even hope to protect our own Rosellan village. I do hope you understand.
I see. I suppose you are right.
What will you do once granted those privileges, Benedict?
What will I do?
I tire of being made to decide like this time and time again. Don't you, Serenoa?
I do. Our choices grow ever harder, each time piercing me deeper.
It's time we decide what to do for ourselves. I wish to reclaim Glenbrook. With Hyzant beside us, we can defeat Esfrost. So when we meet, I will ask the Holy State to go to war with us.
Интересно. Имаме думата на това на ония, ама струват ли думите тука? Интересен въпрос, може би да.
House Wolfort protects the Roselle in defiance of the Holy One's orders. Hyzant sends an army to punish Wolfort for their disobedience. Cornered though they may be, Serenoa and his comrades discover a crystal of salt, hidden in the Rosellan village. Benedict leverages its very existence in negotiations with the opposing General XII and succeeds. The crystal holds the power to change not only Hyzant, but the entire land of Norzelia. With it in hand, Serenoa goes to meet the Holy One.
Аз Митко ли казах? Сори. Тия имена с долни черти винаги ме бъркат, между другото. А и двамата излизате сега в сходен цвят горе-долу. Нацко е в едно мътно жълто, ти си в едно такова зелено. Тотално се бъркам. Encampment. Welcome, my lord. Have your weapons. Така... Ажър Кристал, между другото, още един левел нагоре. Quality Iron, Superior Iron. За жалост не мога. Но това не е толкова лошо. Това също не е никак лошо. Его силвърчето. Добър ден, огънче. Лорд Серено Улфорд има изключително як скил на третия ранг. Аз лично съм супер. Играта напредва и съм много доволен от нея за сега.
We granted you an audience because of Minister XM's petition, but I did not expect you to show us this. A crystal made of salt. How very fascinating. It certainly does contradict the doctrine here in our blessed land. Or it would, were it real. Have you any proof that this was not created by magic or technology?
Well...
With all due respect, Minister, I have a question for you in return. What do you think of Esfrost and Glenbrook's decree to stop trade with Hyzant?
I think it nothing more than a threat. Neither would last very long without our salt.
Gustadolf is no fool. Such an edict would not come without proper countermeasures in place. Countermeasures such as another source of salt, for example. Having their own salt would make Hyzant's redundant, at best, and your nation would soon find itself in dire straits without the salt tax's revenue.
What is it you want from us?
Your full support.
Lend us your strength, and together we can defeat Esfrost, and Hyzant's ties to all nations will remain intact.
You mean to start a war? The kingdom of Glenbrook may be naught but a puppet now, but it was once your homeland. You understand this, yes?
We do.
Even so, my people do not wish for war. We must try to resolve this peacefully first.
Do you think Gustadolf can be reasoned with? Need I remind you that it was he who invaded Glenbrook? He is a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Be that as it may, neither my people nor soldiers will accept it as a reason to go to war.
Then I shall give you one. For I am the second son of King Regna. Roland Glenbrook.
You live.
There is no mistaking that face.
Huh. So the prince lives to slay his kingdom's invader. We could not ask for a better reason.
If you need a just cause to go to war, let it be me. We must stop Gustadolf.
It all makes sense now. O Holy One, have you heard? Pray, tell me what you would have us do. It shall be done. Wolfort, Prince Roland, heed the words of the Holy One. The holy state of Hyzant stands with you. The Holy One would see you defeat Esfrost and restore peace to Norzelia. Our nation shall spare no effort in your fight against Gustadolf. From this day forth, we support Prince Roland as our commander and Lord Serenoa as one of the Saintly Seven.
Me? A saint?
We are brethren now. We ride to war together.
Пичагите само си търсили причина за война. Заклевам се. Само си чакали причината.
Well, would you look at that? We secured Hyzant's support, and you even got yourself named one of the Saintly Seven.
We also received a signed document stating the Roselle in Wolford are left in our care.
Good going, lad.
Oh, it is Benedict and Roland to whom we owe this victory.
Everyone here has suffered so much on my behalf. My weakness and worthlessness have brought pain and misfortune to you all. And for that I must apologize.
You've got nothing to apologize for. I already told you. House Wolfort's the sword and shield of the crown.
I've decided that I must press forward, even if it means crawling forth on my hands and knees. I ask for your support as always. I know I will need it.
And you shall have it. I am with you every step of the way, my lord.
Is something the matter, Frederica?
No. My apologies for worrying you.
Now, to battle! We take back Glenbrook with our own hands!
Имам истински сериозни опасения, че тия пичаги ще почнат да режат ръце в последствие. Хайзант. Просто ги усещам като архискапаняци. Това е истината.
Did you know about this salt crystal exam?
No. Neither did I know of Prince Roland's survival. I thought he had perished.
Likewise. What did you make of the Holy One's decree?
Hyzant is a grand nation, but unfortunately not one blessed with a bountiful harvest of anything other than salt. Were we not able to trade, there is no doubt our nation would wither to naught. We've relied solely on salt for much too long, and that reality was made painfully clear to us.
Harsh words, but true nonetheless. Do you think we can triumph over Esfrost?
Mark my words, Minister Camsell. There is no fight Exham Marshal cannot win.
Освен турнирната битка срещу нас, на която му начукахме канчето.
The Holy One has ordered for us to deliver our Elfric to House Wolfort.
And here I thought your research results to be top secret. What a curious turn of events.
Perhaps the Hierophant determined it a good chance to test them in the field. They could easily sink an Esfrosti's ship or two.
And yet I see not a trace of a smile on you.
I never wanted to build weapons for war.
Yet you don't think twice about toying with human life. How ironic.
How dare you!
Have a wonderful day.
The audacity of Edor's dog.
Are you certain it's wise to return to Esfrost alone, Your Grace? You are needed here.
If Sikrus's missive is to be believed, I'm afraid matters are far too grave to be left to anyone else. Svarog's deception is nearing its climax. His ill-gotten profits are being used to build a weapon of untold destructive power.
Our anonymous source from the manufactory hinted at as much. Svarog is bold to have carried out his plan this far.
We mustn't forget the matter of the explosion sighted in the Wolford domain. We must make his precious death knell ours, and soon.
Death knell? What's that?
Let the adults speak, my dear.
If we're to be wed, then there should be trust between us. How long do you intend on treating me like a child?
Very well. Tell her, Thalos.
If you insist, brother. This weapon combines the powerful explosives developed by Dragan with Esfrost's mastery of steelcraft. Although yet to be tested, this cannon is said to have the power to breach even Hyzant's walls. The goddess's shield would buckle under a single blast.
But the shield is impregnable.
I have heard nothing of this. Do you think so little of your general?
A general is to win me victory, as and when I command it.
Svarog's intent isn't to bring Hyzant to heel, however. He means to use the cannon against Brother. But the fool was so blinded by ambition that he never saw the strings guiding his every deed.
Fool that he may be, he served his purpose well. The cannon could not have been made without his engineers and Dragan's research. He will die secure in the knowledge that his bloodline contributed to the glory of Esfrost. Sadly, he shall not live to see his work completed. With it, we shall do what our forebears could not. The goddess's shield shall yield before Esfrost's might and ingenuity.
If we can even approach the walls, brother, the trade embargo will ensure that Hyzant is especially wary of our actions.
On the contrary, their focus will turn inward. With naught else to leverage their influence with, they will take measures to see that none of their precious salt escapes their borders. There may be some gnashing of teeth, to be sure, but it will only be in an attempt to hide their inner turmoil. Erica, muster a force and march to the Hierophant's palace at once. Deliver to Hyzant my final demands.
As you wish, brother. I shall gather what news I can of the Saintly Seven's machinations.
Thalas, you will remain in Glenbrook. Conduct yourself as if I had never left.
You hardly need ask, brother.
That is all. Now go.
Even his own flesh and blood are but tools to be used and then discarded when their purpose is served.
He has faith only in himself. Such has ever been his way.
In the Still of the Night completed. Без битката от чаптър, много добре. Save your progress. Време за следващия.
Esfrost and Glenbrook remained strong after declaring a trade stop with Hyzant. Gustadolf sends Erica to Hyzant to deliver his ultimatum, and dispatches an army to Glenbrook to increase the pressure on the Holy State. Hyzant, under the banner of Prince Roland, sends Minister Serenoa Wolfort of the Saintly Seven to prepare for retaliation. Softly but surely, Norzelia descends into war once more.
Our time has come. Chapter 13. Part 1.
Those are the Archduke's wishes. I implore you not to forget that this is his final offer. Come to think of it, I heard that Wolfort was added to your saintly ranks. Where might he be?
I'm afraid I cannot answer that. The dealings of the Saintly Seven are our business, and ours alone.
How disappointing. I had hoped to congratulate him on his promotion.
That wretched woman. Those are hardly wishes.
Esfrost all but demands us open the source to restore our diplomatic relations.
The Duchy fears neither a lack of salt nor the goddess's shield. We can assume they have a plan in mind.
Then this was no more than a ploy to stall for time. We had best expedite House Wolfort's plans to take the capital. Minister XII, send word to Minister Serenoa.
Айде, Лорд Серено Улфорд.
You wish to lend us Hyzant's new weapon?
Yes, it was a directive from the Holy One. The weapon is one Minister Lila developed in secret.
I compressed a vast quantity of magic into crystal form. We call this weapon Elfric. The blast crystals have yet to be perfected, but they can decimate a castle wall easily enough. You saw what Minister XII did to this fort, did you not?
So those purple flames were from your crystals, this Elfric you speak of.
We thank you for your support.
Be forewarned that their power makes them unwieldy in an average battle.
They are not meant to be used on people. Furthermore, we are only giving you a single blast crystal.
Regardless, I'm certain it will come in handy while recapturing Whiteholm Castle.
Its incomplete nature makes it regrettably tricky to use, but Milo should be able to take care of that for you. Use them both wisely.
I am Milo. A dancer by trade, but assistant to the Saintly-VII on occasion. I shall serve you, Minister Serenoa, until we reclaim the capital.
Тя ли ще прави атентата?
You sure you'll be okay?
You needn't worry. It isn't my first time flirting with danger.
A Hyzantian spy?
Very likely.
The blast of the Elfric should help you catch the enemy unawares. Both my army and Minister Camcells will join in the attack. Can we entrust command to you, Minister Serenoa?
Most certainly. And the crystal will be key in our plan to reclaim Glenbrook.
Сложиха ни шпионин, чудесно. Какви добри съдружници сме. В колко топли отношения сме с Хайзант. Да му се размекне на човек сърцето. Това дружба, какво чудо. Да пинк рок, нали? Я да има енкампмент. Мога ли направя нещо по този въпрос? Промот клас. Нямам за промоция. Окей, инсток. Брутални количества от всичките яки работи. Само че ми трябват парички. За сега съм възприел политиката да не повтарям тренировъчни мисии, но мога да се наложи. Superior Iron 10, Quality Iron 4 още ми трябват. Няма да имам 4 още. Но мога да взема 3-те, които има тука. Така, има още една мисия. Quality Timber, окей. Тренировъчна мисия има тука. Begin the battle, defeat the enemy commander, allow Serenoa to fall. Окей. 12 от 12. Противниковия командир кой е? О, този път ние ги обграждаме. Розелън Пайкмен. Тука ние тормозим розелците. Явно. Кой е командира им? Хилър. Боумен. Да, не знам кой е, но като цяло би трябвало да ги изтърбушим тука. Някакси така го усещам. Добре, кои са героите, с които ще играя тази мисия? Ки със сигурност, значи почваме избора. Ана... Не е идеален избор, защото е бавничка и голям левел като цяло.
Understood.
Ти не си идеален избор. Макар че по-нисък левел. Ти не си идеален избор.
If I need your approval.
Така. Ся. Първата ми работа тук е да сложа стрелец. Ето го. Тук ми е голямата армия горе. Тук бандит, така. Асасин. А това е техният човек. Това им е лидера. Това не е ужасна позиция за нас, между другото. Само че вместо декоя ще сложа Джила. Невероятно. Другия вариант е да сложа... не, окей, Джила ще бъде. Защото тя е лечителка. Тука ще сложа някой, който е... Не... Единичен атакър, окей. Нека пробваме. Разбирам. Сереноа не трябва да пада. Това ще е сложна мисия. Commence the battle. Нека да пробваме. Както ми изглеждаше лесна, така сега не ми изглежда толкова лесна. Forces divided. The battle begins.
I shall try my level best.
Cane Sword, не. Bird of Prey.
This is our chance.
I won't let you down.
Movement и jump. Това беше грешния скил. Беше грешния скил, окей. Няма значение.
I won't lose.
Okay.
Away with you. I shirk from no danger.
Също беше грешния избор, но няма значение. Shadow Switching не подейства, интересно.
Here I come. Try this.
Leave everything to me.
Restrain, страхотно, мувмента ми е намален. Това е без особено значение. Shadow Switching Arrow, това е ужасно, между другото.
For the honor of House Wolfort. Death from above. Ha-ha!
Oh boy.
Maybe next time. Back at you.
I hope you're watching, Grandfather.
Spark.
Lightning!
Парализа.
Ready or not, here I come!
Пиколета ще касне декой. Level up.
Allow me.
Ignoring their defense.
Hit!
Shall we begin? Make the most of this.
Добре.
Much appreciated.
I will end this.
Pure Sapphire. Окей, това е интересно. Blazing Chains. Rosellon Pikeman.
Flames, heed my call.
Корентин трябва някакси да оцелее.
I'll be fine.
You won't be fine though. Добре, Зана ще действа след това.
I have your back.
Май само Switch Exclusive. За момента по-скоро е само Switch Exclusive. Но най-вероятно ще излезе на PC след около година.
The heavens rage.
Това е стандарта за Team Ezano. Асано, пардон. Езано, казах, защото Езана се казва героинята. Team Asano издават обикновено на PC след около година някъде. Малко повече беше с Octopath, малко по-малко беше с Bravely Default. Половина една година някъде им е договора за ексклузивност с Nintendo.
Your defense is weak. Leave it to me.
Така.
I'm a fool.
You kinda not. You are kinda not a fool. But you could not do anything. Push back.
My turn. It ends here.
Follow my lead.
I shirk from no danger.
Ой. Айде, коньо. Ся. Това му да е проблем. Но не беше. Hulk Dive. Може би по-добрият вариант е да го убием този. Той пък няма да бъде убит. Другия вариант е Sweeping Slash. Сета, Sweeping Slash е супер.
I'll make this quick. Ha-ha! To lead, I must grow.
Here I come. Try this.
И мобилити е супер.
I will fight to my last breath.
Ти си много бавна, така че когато и да стигнеш до екшена, се си е тая. Shadow Switching ще бъде предпазен от удара. Окей, контрата. Ето я. Immobility. Hidden Curse техник. Не съм сигурен какво прави. Movement и Speed, естествено. Нещата, които са ми най-важни в момента са едно. Movement и Speed. Пиколета с критикъл в гърба. Малкият декой направи някакъв демидж. Спарк. Може би трябваше да направя масовка. Няма значение.
Cool heads shall prevail. I'm behind you.
Sanctuary.
Much obliged.
One step closer to our hope. Let me show you what I've learned.
Blazing Chains. И той е мъртъв. Quarantine. Immobility. Оня пичага е под парализа, така че Quarantine мога да изчака там. Не, няма много полза да го нападнем оня. Добре, идеално. Декой е мъртъв. Няма никакво значение това. Mighty Shot. Окей, мис. Приятен ден, Митко.
No need to panic.
No need to panic. I'm not panicking though.
First things first.
Окей. Някакъв
Let
демидж.
us pry out their weakness.
Now.
Preparation is key.
Бенедикт.
Time to take flight.
Доста полезен. От тук ще казне Shadow Switching Mirror. Всъщност искам да видя той дали има някакви бонуси, този лидер. Restrain. Резисти някакви не май. Сега ще разберем.
I won't miss.
Може би трябваше да касна Blinding Arrow. Но сега ще е само Great Ball. Окей. Може беше по-добра идея да пробвам да убия ония с лъка. Но и това е вариант. Да, G в гърба. 104. Очаквано. Poison Stab. После дали ще оцелее въобще тя. Клив. Не, тук трябва да съм. Да касна Клив.
All or nothing.
I'm
old, not a pushover.
Forward.
Delaying Strike.
This is good.
Джила ще умре от Poison най-вероятно. Но това е окей.
I won't lose.
Тя е по-малко важна в случая.
It ends here. For my kingdom.
Парализата му се излекува.
Models were off.
Immobility, Frosty Feathers. Айде.
I do not miss.
Мъртъв е.
My research bears fruit.
Let the show begin!
Болтос! Цялата идея тук е да взема съкровището. Езана така и така ще касне Rite of Lightning, ще го убие. Бум! Добре, дори да умре Джила. Дори да умре Джила не е проблем. Cure Wounds, между другото. А не, всъщност това е Джила.
Allow me. Let me show you what I've learned.
Looks like I'm up.
Ball of Serenity. В гърба. Сереноа. Уязвен. Не малко уязвен Сереноа.
Time to take flight. Goodbye.
Too slow.
Окей. Това вече е важно.
For the honor of House Wolford.
Излекува се заради скила. Delaying strike.
Wait your turn.
Въпросът е дали Джила ще го достигне. На време. Слам може и да не успее. Хосабара ето тука.
I won't lose.
Не е в идеална позиция, признавам си.
Are we not finished?
Ready or not, here I come! I'll show you what I can do.
Сенчуари, колкото да кача експито.
Thanks. Let me show you what I've learned.
Цялата идея на огън е също XP. Rite of Rain.
Shall we begin?
Няма полза. Джила обаче има полза.
Allow me.
Добре. Достигнахме до нужното лечение. Arrow Spray.
My specialty.
I see a path to victory. Stay composed.
Reminds me of my youth.
My knowledge grows deeper.
Като цяло успявам доста стабилно да ги разбия. Ой.
Here I come.
Shadow Switching. Ще го оставя на място, ако мога. Не мога. Но пък мога да сляза и да се пробвам да взема
Forward.
твато там.
Feisty, aren't we?
Strength in numbers, be brave.
What are you and your cups about?
My utmost thanks.
What?
Интересно е, че не се опита да го обгради. Роланд. Flash of Steel.
My lance strikes true.
Oh boy. Солиден демидж.
A potion.
Интересно ми е дали ще мога да касна тука и
Another approach.
да стъпвам по тях. Сигурно няма да стане така.
Where to next?
Декой.
I learned a new trick.
Behold true power.
Right of Lightning. Окей, остана на 5
The
кръв.
heavens rage. New power overflows within me.
По възможност
I
този
hope
път
you're watching, grandfather.
ще жертвам единици. С ексклюзивната надежда, че ще мога да взема
Let me show
ковчежето.
you what I've learned.
Рестрейн. Това е все тая.
I shall do what I can.
Окей, обаче Kill Runes е идеално.
Be at ease.
Просто XP.
Let us pry out their weakness.
Отделно, че този пичага трябва да падне. Първо.
Your defense is weak.
XP отново.
Now then.
Това е причината.
Time to end this.
Follow my lead.
Absolutely wonderful.
Forward.
Time to take flight.
Now it's my turn.
Be brave.
Ain't over yet.
1,000 thanks.
Просто взимам XP-то.
I won't lose.
Ти стоиш далече. Ти отиваш много далече.
Steady now.
Да не вземеш да пернеш удар без да искаш.
Close, but not quite.
Фак, забравих нещо.
I'll do my best.
Декоя. Забравих си декоя.
Such fun.
Фак. Сега ще метне топката. Уби го, няма значение. God damn it. Тъпия декой. The hubris of man. Don't be a stranger. Welcome, my lord. Така. Quality Iron, ето го най-после, най-после. Хюет. Хюет, какво мога да вдигне? Quality Fiber. Quality Fiber. Айде лък. Добре. Доволен съм как се разви тука. Character Stories. Езана. Нека я видим.
I must say, your display of power was quite astonishing. One moment there wasn't a single cloud in the sky, and the next we were drenched to the bone. The townsfolk were certainly appreciative, and that means much in these trying times. Where did you learn such sorcery?
I was born with it, as were my forebears. In the far reaches of Hyzant, my people dwell, acting as shamans and summoning rain when the people cried for it.
You hail from Hyzant? I suppose we should count our blessings that you found your way to our ranks.
Ah, so you're Izana. We've heard tell of a witch using her dark arts to frighten the peasants into submission. Rest assured, we shall conduct a thorough investigation into these rumors. In the meantime, your presence is requested at the Hierophant's palace.
Rumors from whom? There are no dark arts being practiced here. And the people are not scared of me. I provide them rain when they require it. That is all.
Quiet, witch! Save your remonstrations for the Inquisition.
Is this their investigation? My guilt was decided ere they laid eyes upon me.
Perhaps they are threatened by the sight of the common folk huddled around your warming smile. The Goddess of Salt is a jealous mistress, after all, and her subjects cannot well suffer another to be so adored. It is as you said. If you appear before the Inquisition, you will surely be found guilty, and the punishment will be grave.
Then what recourse is left to me?
If the tentacles of the Church can reach this far, then nowhere in Hyzant is safe. We must flee our borders and go far from the gaze of the Zealots. It will be just as we promised each other. We'll start a new life, together.
Is that truly what you want? 'Tis hardly the new beginning we envisioned.
That matters not. Only that it is ours.
Very well. Then let us meet again at nightfall. You know where. Until then, my love.
I shall count the minutes till next we meet.
Alas, he did not come. Another victim of the Inquisition's tyranny. Had he never met me, would he still be alive today? Should I have said nothing and fled alone in the night?
I am sorry for your loss, but you mustn't blame yourself. 'Twas hardly your fault. And you do not know his fate for certain. He could very well still be alive.
Perhaps. I tried to seek him out, but there was little I could do with the Church's agents breathing down my neck. They burned down his home, and his family was never heard from again. I fear the worst.
Sounds like freedom to me.
The Goddess of Salt must be named so for the tears she causes. She took everything from me. Her minions, all of Hyzant, they bear responsibility for my grief, and I aim to see that they answer for it. Although we have known each other only briefly, I sense a strong ally in you. Will you lend me your sword when the time comes?
Of course. Of that you can be certain.
Дет се вика, house burning. What a great show of equality. What a great display of equality, по-скоро да кажем сета. Дали са го пратили на глаксониците? Не, защото не е розовокос.
You have made a grave error in allowing thieves to raid the archives, Constable Sycris.
Forgive me. My guards gave chase as soon as they noticed intruders, but they'd already fled beyond our reach.
What did they take?
Luckily, they were unable to gain entry to where we keep our more sensitive texts. All they were able to make off with was a single book penned by the late Lady Orlea.
Orlea? She left behind a message of sorts?
She'd bid it be passed on to Lady Frederica when she came of age, but it seems those wishes were forgotten.
Thalos or Erica must have hidden it from her. They derived no greater pleasure than from tormenting her. Do we know what was written in this book?
No. Storage records indicate it was protected by some arcane seal.
It must be of some significance, if she would go to such lengths to protect it from prying eyes. Perhaps something to do with the Rosellan liberation, for which she fought so fiercely. Or perhaps it is not but a mother complaining to her daughter of a duchy they both despise.
I shall send a party to hunt down the thieves at once.
No need. Such ruffians are unlikely to be in the employ of our foe. No doubt they were simply looking to loot us to fill their own purses. It is more important that we dispose of Svarog and finish the Knell with all haste. Dispatch your soldiers there.
Aye, Your Grace.
Така. Я да видим Телиор. Какво се случва? Under secret orders, Huet scouts the Tellior domain with Fluggy.
Benedict asked me to scout out Tellior and where the Esfrosti soldiers are stationed. But I hardly see any around. Why did he ask me to come here in the first place? I doubt it would matter in reclaiming the capital. But orders are orders. I should report back.
Бенедикт е някакъв... Не, няма такъв момент. Определено няма такъв момент. Бенедикт е някакъв ебат и манипулатора долен.
Ah, tidings from Erica. She says Hyzant refused our final offer.
You seem surprised. There was no way Hyzant would agree to open the source.
I know that, but the negotiations were meant to buy us time. Yet it seems their soldiers are already on the move. Damn it all! This wasn't supposed to happen.
If you play with fire, you get burned. Now we have no recourse but to meet them in battle without the Archduke.
So it has come to war, then?
We just have to beat them at their own game. Their newest saint is heading the vanguard. You must be delighted that a former retainer to the crown is coming to visit, right, Cordelia?
Enough, Thalas. I won't allow such impudence toward the Queen.
Queen? This child is nothing more than a puppet. And I believe the impotent one here is you, Avlora. A general has no right telling the Prime Minister what to do.
I had no idea the Prime Minister's job was to torment the weak.
Enough, General Avlora. I will answer the Prime Minister. As the Queen of Glenbrook, I shall protect my kingdom until my dying breath, no matter who may stand against me.
It appears your impudence is contagious, Avlora. Your charge knows not how powerless she is.
Worry not, Your Majesty. I shall protect you.
Because I am to wed the Archduke?
Because you are a warrior. One who does not give up, even if she must fight her battles alone. I was an orphan. I never knew my parents. I entered the army to make a place for myself. So I know better than anyone the pain of having to do everything on your own.
Allow me to bare my heart to you as well, General Avlora. As the last heir to the throne of Glenbrook, I do not intend to let Gustudolf have his way.
You mean to strike down the Archduke?
But I lack the power to do so. Have you heard of the Royalists? The aristocrats who were aid to my father.
I have. I also heard they secretly indulged in bribes and the like for personal gain. That man Patriot was cozying up to the Archduke not seconds after King Regna's beheading. Their kind knows no loyalty.
Indeed. But Gustudolf has not given any of them a position in his court, so they have fallen on hard times. I want to ask Patriot and the other royalists for their help.
Are you mad? No doubt they would wholeheartedly embrace you as their symbol, but only for their own purposes.
I understand that. But their years in service to the crown have earned them great influence in politics. I must have their support if I'm to reclaim Glenbrook.
Is it possible for you to rein them in?
Not alone. But with you, General Avlora, I can. They lack military might. If you accompany me, I could sway them to my cause. Please, General, lend me your strength.
As an Esfrosty general, I simply cannot turn a deaf ear to what you have told me. Did you not think I would tell the Archduke of your plans?
Of course I did. But I refuse to stand idly by as a mere decoration. So if it meant earning your trust, I was willing to show you that I wish to protect Glenbrook by any means necessary.
You took a gamble.
I had to. For it is not status or reward that moves you.
So you bet on my honor, and refusal would sully my name forever. However, safeguarding the kingdom comes first. Fighting at your side will have to wait.
General Avlora!
A word of advice, Your Majesty. Both Hyzant and the Archduke are veterans of war. The fight will not be an easy one, and may rage on for many years.
Even so, I will not falter. I must do this. For my father and brothers.
An admirable resolve. One which I will see fulfilled. I shall be your sword and shield, my queen.
Thank you, General Avlora.
Касъл Улфорд. Така. Важен избор, чат. Предстои ни важен избор за края на епизода. И този важен избор ще се състои в замъка Улфорд. Какво точно решаваме е въпроса?
I apologize, but are you suggesting we destroy the dam around Telior Reservoir to start a flood?
The capital city was built on the banks of the Norzelia River. Breaking the dam surrounding Lake Telior upstream will allow us to submerge a majority of the city. Flooding the town will throw their army into disarray, which should allow us to take the place by storm.
Lake Telior is a man-made reservoir. You might be able to burst through with a blast crystal.
Huet scouted the area earlier and reported seeing very few sentries. Proof enough that this is outside the Archduke's calculations.
No. The damage will be too great. The means would not justify the end, Benedict.
We cannot afford to lose.
I agree with Roland. There is already far too much blood on our hands. Perhaps it's worth speaking with the people and gaining their understanding.
Unless we reclaim Glenbrook, it's unlikely they'll understand or support our actions. We must take the capital back and show our strength and resolve first.
So that means you stand by Benedict then?
If we have a sure shot at winning, we need to take it. No matter the consequences. We can't lose the war. We just can't.
Telior Reservoir is the kingdom's water source. The dam was constructed to protect the people from floods. I doubt they would ever forgive us should we choose to destroy it for war.
Glenbrook thrives because of that water, and to use it otherwise is inexcusable. Brute strength isn't the only way to reclaim the city. We can strike at night and defeat their commanding officers. There are ways to slip into the castle unseen.
Okay.
If you have used it before, there is a chance it has been sealed off since.
There is more than one route. You needn't worry.
So you mean not to use the blast crystal?
No, I do. After we sneak in, we can sink Esfrost's warship. It would close off their escape route.
Our first priority should be ensuring the people's safety. We cannot allow them to be taken hostage. It would restrict our options as well.
She's got a point. But how do we take the capital back after that?
We could use the blast crystal to destroy the bridge connecting the town and the castle. The enemies would be stuck within the walls.
That would certainly mitigate the damages to the citizens. If we encircle the castle, we could negotiate with them.
We could ask them to yield, free Glenbrook, and re-establish the trade between our nations. I am certain we can find a way to make both parties agree.
Negotiate?
I understand your thoughts and the wishes held therein.
Allow me to ask once more. Shall we shatter the dam around Lake Telior and flood the town? Sneak in under the guise of night, sink their ships and slay their commanding officers? Or destroy the bridge, safeguard the people, and negotiate with the enemy?
Троен избор.
Fetch the scales. It is time we decide our path.
Време е за везните на убеждението да влязат в сила. Чат, сега е нашия момент. We now have 3 paths before us, each with its own merits and shortcomings. But which one will lead to House Ulford's victory? 2 или 3? Аз викам първо да съберем информацията. Are you heading out, my lord? To the city streets. Аз съм определено за 2 като първоначално. Със сигурност не искам да бутаме... със сигурност не искам да бутаме там, не палисадата ми... Със сигурност не искам да бутаме Бента. Това ще е катастрофа. I heard that Elfric is still in development and only a few people are privy to its details. According to the rumors, its blast could blow a hole straight through a castle wall. Could we really use such a thing in battle? Elfric is still in development. Are they hoping to use this battle to test its powers? There's a chance we are exposing the people to greater danger than we thought. We must consider its placement very carefully. Quality Iron 2. Нека разгледаме селото и да съберем информацията, която ни трябва. Според мен на първо място. Lord Serenoa, you've been out and about quite often lately. Is something amiss? I can't help but notice the comings and goings of Hyzant soldiers too. Something about it balls you, нали? Човек, ние сме много меко казано в война. Смисъл, кефма как в чаптър 12, нали, играта обяви, нали, войната отново се спуска над... Чаптър 12 и 13, войната отново се спуска, нали, над такова... Норзелия. Братле, ние сме в много открита война в момента. Защо се преструваме? Lord Serenoa, we've returned from scouting the capital. The crown city is teeming with Aesfrost's soldier, and it appears that a second force, led by General Avlora, is defending Whiteholm Castle. So Aesfrost has soldiers stationed throughout the city and around the castle, the latter led by General Avlora no less. I doubt a full frontal attack would work to our favor. This is definitely worth considering when making our strategy. Lord Serenoa, I shall accompany you wherever you go. I'm sure my knowledge of Elfric will be of great service to you. My lord, how is your father doing? The people are worried. We haven't heard any tidings of his health for some time now. Edno, I regret to tell you that his condition remains unchanged. I only wish there were some kind of magic elixir to see him back to health. Е първия вариант. Втория вариант е My father's name carries great weight even now. There's no way we would lose him, not when we need him most. И третия вариант е I appreciate your concern, but you needn't worry. My father is the strongest man I've ever known. Doubtless he'll be back on his feet in no time. Отговор едно накратко в превод е, нали, съжалявам да го кажа, но неговото състояние остава непроменено. Ще ми се да имаше някакъв магически еликсир да го върне към здравето. Втория вариант е баща ми, името на баща ми носи голяма тежест, няма начин да го загубим, когато се нуждаем най-много от него. И третия вариант е оценявам твоите притеснения, но не трябва да се притесняваш. Баща ми е най-силният човек, който познавам и със сигурност ще се върне на крака в скоро време. 2 или 3 според мен. По-скоро 3. По-скоро 3 бих казал, да. По-скоро 3. Какъв е вашия избор, чат? 3 казал Наско. Окей, няма да го бавя много. Че нямам чак толкова много време. I look forward to the day already. I have the utmost faith in Lord Simon, but I forget myself. You must be so busy, Lord Serenoa. My apologies for detaining you. Please don't apologize. I am happy to know the people care about my father's soul. Lord Simon is a true hero to us all, and not because he brought the Salt Iron War to its end. We respect him because he has a heart of gold and walks astride his people. Thank you. Neither my father nor I could ask for a better people. My uncle's soldier, but he's always been there. He's always busy these days. I haven't been able to talk to him at all. Това трябва да ти подсказва за състоянието на света, пичага. Малък. Тук има ли нещо? Ето го екзамен, видя го. Така. Търговец! Welcome! Can I be of service to you? Искам да взема специалните материали, quality-тата. Quality fiber. I await your next visit. Насякъде има по една котка, между другото, на всяка карта. Само втората или третата карта не открих котката. Или поне не си я спомням. After the Duchy made their declaration, the Holy States stopped shipping salt. Merchants can no longer trade salt in the capital either. Yeah, it's fucked up. Since the fall of the House Folks and Telior, many of their people fled here to Ufort, and the refugees from the Crown City have also come to live within our domain. It is not uncommon to hear our fights breaking out between them and the people of Ufort. What should we do, my lord? Първото е our domain can only support so many people. Why not convince them to look for to Hyzant for refuge? Второто е these people have nowhere else to go. We will accept them with open arms. И третото е we must prioritize the happiness of our people. To do so, we must regrettably ask the more problematic individuals to leave. Отговор едно, нашата земя, нали, не може да приеме толкова много хора, защо не ги убедиш да питат Хайзант за закрила. Второто е, тези хора нямат къде да отидат, ние ще ги приемем с отворени обятия. И третия вариант е, ние трябва да приоритизираме щастието на нашите хора. За да го направим, ние трябва за жалост да ги попитаме проблемните от тях да се махнат. Аз се колебавам между 2 и 3, но по-скоро бих казал 2, защото бих послужил като баланс на неговото вече малко или много изградено мнение, което е по-скоро към 3. Защото тази ситуация, която не трябва да се бърза с нея, според мен. 2 казва Наско. Това е ситуация, която определено не трябва да се бърза, защото да го кажа, скоро ще има още повече бешенска криза в този свят. Very well, my lord, but I should warn you that our domain's resources will soon run dry, and the people's discontent continues to grow. I understand, but before either of those reach their limit, I shall bring Aesfrost to its knees. Understood, my lord. Leave the issues to of the refugees to us, нали? Wind Amulet, Black Anklet. My niece came back from the Crown City. She said there are more Aesfrosty soldiers than ever now. Added Roland's wanted poster to the notes. Окей, я да им бележките ми. Аз започвам все повече да си мисля дали не е добра идея да бутнем бента. Roland's wanted poster. By order of the Archduke. I, Gustadolf Aesfrost, Archduke of the Grand Duchy of Aesfrost, hereby order the arrest of His Royal Highness Prince Roland of the Kingdom of Glenbrook. The Prince is 20 years of age, gold of hair and blue of eye. He has in his possession a ring bearing the insignia of the royal family. Whomsoever captures the prince and delivers him to the duchy officials unharmed will be rewarded with a sum of 100,000 gold coins. Примерно. Though capable of producing powerful explosions, Elfric blast crystals are still under development and thus exceedingly difficult to deploy with any degree of precision. Preventing unanticipated damage requires careful thought of where to position it. Scouts bring back word that the duchy has split its large forces between the Crown City and Whiteholm Castle, with General of Laura in charge of holding the latter. Taking the city in a head-on assault would be nigh impossible. Това с моста не съм сигурен дали се води head-on assault. My reserve are still walked, but I do not know how long will that last. The Duchy's trade embargo has me worried, to say the least. The soldiers look like they are preparing for something. Is another big battle on the horizon? The Byzantine soldiers that were bringing relief supplies look like they are readying for war too. Всички се готвим за война, симпатяга. Света отива нахуй. The scouts we sent to the capital returned not a moment ago. Our preparations are continuing apace, but I worry about sharing the field with the Byzantine troops. I came here hoping to bring my aunt to live with me in the capital. Frost's invasion took me by surprise, but life's been easier since. We can enjoy freedom of trade and no longer have to give offerings to the crown. It seems the people living in the crown city aren't suffering as much as I thought they would be. Това е важно. Ако бутнем бента, това тотално ще ги обедини срещу нас. Трябва ни изненадаща атака, според мен. Според мен ни трябва изненадаща атака. Със сигурност ни трябва изненадаща атака. Поне така си мисля. Какво ще кажете, чат? 2 казва Наско, само че това за някакво предишно ли е? Едно е да унищожим моста и да вкараме противника в капан, в замъка и тогава да преговаряме. Второто е да унищожим бента и да отмием армията в града. И третото е да нападнем замъка и да направим изненадаща атака. За мен 3 е правилният отговор тук. Кажете, ако имате някакви впечатления и да почваме да преговаряме, че не остана толкова време на стрима. Аз казвам 3. Ти си я влезем и отзаде. Окей, правим го. Ако няма някакви други възразящи. Destroying the dam is our best shot at winning this battle. The enemy wouldn't know what hit them if we flooded the city, but there's no denying that the other plans have their merits too. Should we go with our best bet or consider one of the other options? Using the secret passages to infiltrate the castle is the course of action. So you'd go with Prince Roland then. What makes you so sure? Infiltrating the castle is proof of Roland's resolve as a member of the royal family, and as his vassal, I wish to stand beside him. Единия вариант. Втория вариант е The Duchy's warships are a troublesome force to be reckoned with. It would avail us to destroy them at the soonest opportunity. Значи отговор 1 казва да влезем в замъка ще покаже решителността на принц Ролан като член на кралското семейство. Аз като негов васал искам да застана до него. Второто е, че бойните кораби на дукството са доста притеснителна сила и ще ни помогне да ги унищожим колкото се може по-скоро. Аз по-скоро казвам 1. Прям човек е Ерадор и според мен ще оцени този отговор. Така че чакам и вашите решения, ако има такива. Ако няма, продължавам с 1. I know what you mean, lad, and I think it's admirable that you want to support him. But if we sneak in, it will be a few of us against a lot of them. It's a risky gambit, any way you look at it.
Tough spot we're in.
You've opened my eyes to the merits of Prince Roland's plan, my lord. It's given me lots to think about. Oh, това е интересно. Ядай мана.
Yes, sir.
The enemy may already be aware of the tunnels, but no one is anticipating a flood. The capital is swarming with Frost's soldiers. We must prepare ourselves to make sacrifices if we are to reclaim the city. Using the secret passages to infiltrate the castle is the soundest course of action. So you share the Princess Roland's thoughts, even though Frost might know about the tunnels. Въпросът е къде стои принцесата в случая. Only the royal family knows of the tunnels. There's no way Queen Cordelia have revealed their location. Единия вариант. Втория вариант е the flood would destroy the crown city, whereas stealing into the castle would spare the people harm. And I can think of no one better at covert operations than you, Anna. И covert operations than you, Anna. И третия вариант е the enemy is scattered throughout the city and castle. Inside Whitehome, a small and elite force would have advantage over numbers. Отговор едно е кралското семейство само знае за тунелите и няма никакъв начин кралица Корделия да е разкрила локацията им. Второто нещо е, че прилив, нали, ще унищожи града, докато да влезем в замъка, нали, ще спести щетите върху хората. Аз не мога да се сетя за по-добра, нали, за по-добър човек за такива прикрити операции от теб, Ана. И третия отговор е противника разпръснати из града и замъка. В Whitehome, нали, малка елитна група ще има предимство над бройката. Каза две гаделичка и егото. Аз бих казал 3, честно казано. Упс. Бих казал 3. Бих изчакал малко, за да може някой друг да даде отговор също. Защото сега 2 и 3 имат по един глас. Иначе ще хвърля Зара, нали? Ще чака може би 20-30 секунди за отговор. Но аз определено съм по-скоро за 3. Ана не изглежда много егоцентричен човек по принцип. Не съм сигурен, че ще помогне да и погадаличкаме егото, както кажеш. 3 отговора с най-много логика, така че дай, ако искаш. Окей, ще го пробвам.
Indeed.
I see. You already know where the enemy is situated, my lord. It is as you say. Numbers would mean naught in the castle's narrow passageways. We could certainly use that to our advantage. Even if we were met with General of Laura's forces, we would be able to fight her on equal footing.
I need time.
Though the plan is hardly foolproof, I suppose it is still worth considering. Okay. Не е зле.
My lord.
Бенедикт ще е най-труден за убеждане. Negotiating would only grant the enemy reprieve, and there's a high chance that Queen Cordelia has revealed the secret tunnels to the enemy. But we would most certainly deal a heavy blow to the Frosty forces by flooding the city. Using the secret passages to infiltrate the castle is the soundest course of action. So you choose Prince Roland's plan. Might I inquire as to why? Even if Frost knows of the tunnels, they won't be expecting anyone to use them. Единия вариант. Втория вариант е The tunnels are a royal family secret. I highly doubt Queen Cordelia would have divulged them to anyone. И третия вариант е Frost needs their ships for both travel and transport. It will do us well to destroy them at the soonest opportunity. Често казвам, никой от трите отгоре не ми харесва толкова много. Вариант едно е да му кажем, дори Frost да знаят за тунелите, те няма да очакват да ги използваме, което е straight out глупаво. Втория вариант е тунелите са тайна само на кралското семейство и аз се съмнявам много, че кралица Корделия им е казала. Той видно не вярва на кралица Корделия. И третото нещо е, че Frost се нуждаят от техните кораби, за да пътуват и да транспортират едновременно, нали? Ще е добре за нас да ги унищожим по най-скорошния възможен момент. Често казвам, нито един от трите отговора не ми харесва, но отговор 3 ми харесва най-много от тези, които ми харесва. Ми не харесва най-малко, така ще го кажа. Буквално никой от трите отговора не ми хареса, не знам. Така че, знаете ли какво, ако някой има отговор, който иска, решете вие. В смисъл, аз наистина съм много пас на този въпрос. Ако трябва да се вземе отговор, аз бих казал 3, но толкова много не съм уверен в този отговор 3, че нас го казва 3. Буквално само да не е едно, в смисъл това ми е. Защото едно изглежда като някакъв Brain Worms левел отговор. Окей, 3. The Duchy's warships are troublesome indeed, and S-Frost is adept with ships and naval warfare. Even if my plan were to succeed, there's no chance that a great number of enemy soldiers escape. There's a chance that great number of enemy soldiers escape using these vessels. In which case, it would be better serve us to take them by surprise.
I am decided.
I understand your argument, my lord, but to perfect a plan, one must consider it from all angles. Let us continue our discussion. Taking the enemy by surprise may grant us a swift victory and reduce the burden on the people, нали? Единия вариант. Втория вариант е the more time our plan takes, the more likely Queen Cordelia is to be taken hostage. If we sneak into the castle, however, we may be able to help her escape. И третия вариант е allowing harm to befall the crown city and the castle would sully House Wolford's honor as one of the high houses. We should avoid flooding the city if we can avoid it. Накратко в превод да вземем, нали, да изненадаме съперника, може да е най-добрият ни шанс да намалим щетите върху хората. Втория вариант е колкото повече време ни отнеме това, толкова по-вероятно е кралица Корделия да бъде взета като заложник. Ако се промъкнем в замъка, обаче това ще й помогне да избяга. И третия вариант е да позволим това да се случи на столицата, нали, и на замъка, значи, че ще развалим доброто име на дома Улфорд като един от висшите домове. Ние трябва да избегнем заливането на града по всеки възможен начин. Аз бих казал едно. Блицкриг му е майката. Блицкриг му е майката, според мен. Две, казва Наско. И това има лойка. Изчаквам някакви секунди за отговор. Аз по-скоро подозирам, че него въобще не го интересува за кралица Корделия, често казано. Но пък от друга гледна точка не съм убеден, че го интересува и чак толкова за хората. Така че бих могъл да отстъпя пред отговор 2. Нека да пробваме. Rescuing Her Majesty is a matter of import to both the kingdom and Prince Roland.
Perhaps,
but if we prioritize her escape, we risk losing the battle. Our objective is to oust the S-Frosty forces and take back control of the capital. We mustn't forget that.
I may have to consult the others.
Thank you, my lord. You have made your stance abundantly clear.
Serenoa.
A nation cannot exist without a people. We cannot risk exposing those very people to any more hardship than they have already endured. If we explode the bridge, we can isolate the castle. The people will be spared from our battle. Using the secret passage will do the same though. Serenoa, do you truly think Roland's plan is the best way forward? His plan is simple and relies solely on House Wolford to reclaim the city. Единия вариант. We have successfully infiltrated the castle using the tunnels before. I have no doubt we can do it again. Третия вариант е General of Laura guards the castle. There is a chance your plan could result in a prolonged battle. Това са трите варианта. И те са в превод. Неговия план е прост и, нали, разчита на това, че разчита само на нашия дом, за да превземе града. Втория вариант е ние искаме да влезем в замъка, използвайки тунелите, нали. Ние вече сме влезли в замъка, използвайки тунелите преди. Нямам съмнение, че ще мога да го направим отново. И третото е генерала Влора пази замъка. Има шанс твоя план да доведе до продължителна битка, което е може би нещо, което бих избрал в случая като отговор. Едно не ме кефи, 2 е относително оптимистичен и може би сработил при нея, 3 е най-резонният отговор според мен в случая. Като цяло Фредерика е човек, който ми се струва, че може да се поддаде на 2, но малко ми е high roller. 3 казва Наско, окей, аз съм за 3.
Surely.
Indeed, General Valora is unlikely to give up so easily, even if we had the castle surrounded. And a soldier as experienced as she is likely to have a few tricks up her sleeve. I doubt negotiations with her would go smoothly. If the battle draws on, the people will suffer. It may very well avail us all to end this fight as swiftly as possible.
I need a moment to think.
Thank you, Serenoa. I'm happy to know where it is you stand.
Ah, yes?
Benedict's plan gives us our surest path to victory, but would incur great damage to the capital, and Prince Roland's plan is far too dangerous to gamble. Call me naive, but I believe Frederica's plan to be the best for all of us. Using the secret passages to infiltrate is the course of action. I see. I admit I'm curious as to why you choose Prince Roland's plan. If we sneak into the castle, we may be able to catch the enemy unawares and rescue Queen Cordelia. Единия вариант. Втория вариант е his plan would allow us to reclaim the crown city unharmed. We could show the people that we mean well. И третия вариант е Esfrost needs their ships for both travel and transport. Destroying them now would undoubtedly avail us in future battles. Вариант 1 е ако се промъкнем в замъка, това ще ни даде възможност да хванем противника неподготвен и да спасим кралица Корделия. Втория вариант е този план ще ни позволи да хванем отново столицата. Ние можем да покажем на хората, че като цяло сме добре настроени, нали, че имаме доброто, нали, желание всичко да е окей. И третото е Esfrost се нуждае от корабите си, за да пътува и да транспортира, нали, да извършва транспорт. Да ги унищожим със сигурност ще ни помогне в бъдещи битки. Аз съм наравно между 2 и 3. Аз съм наравно между 2 и 3. Така че те са по половин точка. Наско, тъй като само ти гласуваш, чакам твоя вод. Той може би той независимо какво избереш, той ще реши избора тука. Пасуваш. Значи това 2 не е било за предишния отговор, така ли? А не, 2, окей, да, разделяш го, добре. Разбрах, окей, 2.
Possibly.
Indeed, the other plans would turn the crown city into a battlefield, but Prince Roland's keeps the fighting contained to the castle. If we could best Esfrost without damaging the crown city, we would gain both the people's praise and support. But if we failed, we would lose our lives as mere cowards who stole into the crown city.
I require some time to think.
There's much more to consider with Prince Roland's plan than I originally thought. Окей, време е. Време е, чат. Infiltrate the castle, please. Много важен избор. Voting. Voting, хайде.
It is time to cast our votes. In which strategy do we entrust the future of Glenbrook? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
On this, I cannot be swayed.
I do not think your plan a bad one, just not the best one, given the circumstances.
I will put my faith in you.
Your words swayed me, Serenoa. I decided that I want to walk the path you have chosen.
I agree wholeheartedly.
After speaking with you, I had a change of heart, my lord.
I agree.
I stand behind you, Lord Serenoa. Окей, добре. Наша избора. Ерадор.
I'm with you.
You've got my full support, lad. Let's do it your own way. Your way, по-скоро. Окей, всички на един. Бенедикт, разбирам
The
пичага.
scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen. The way forward is decided. We infiltrate the castle via the hidden passage and take the enemy by surprise.
Окей, добре. Гледаме последната сценка и бързам за работа, тъй като работа мога тече.
You will steal into the castle and defeat their commanding officers. I see. So Wolfort chooses to walk a wicked path. That makes you no different than S-Frost.
We do not regret the choice we have made.
Then it is time to see it done. It may very well be our best chance at victory. I must return to Hyzant and see Minister Camsell. Next we meet, you will have both of our armies at your backs.
You have my thanks.
We cannot afford to lose this fight. For Norzelia.
I thought this battle was for Glenbrook.
This is not a simple struggle for power, Minister Serenoa. The goddess, the source, iron? The war of 30 years ago comes back to haunt us because the old cling to relics of the past. Norzelia needs to be born anew. Right now, the people of every nation are searching for a young standard-bearer to guide them.
A standard-bearer?
Yes, people like you and me. This war is a fine opportunity for us to show our worth to Norzelia.
Не мога да кажа, че не е прав. Our time has come. Completed. Save your game. Определено играта се развива супер просто. Супер доволно се развива играта. Не съм много доволен.